Hello, Walker County. Again, I'm Larry Brooks. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Smart Growth Walker County. Today I'm going to be joined by Jeff Long, who is our Walker County Road Superintendent. He's going to be talking about some paving that the county has done and what we are looking at doing, and also talking a little bit about how that funding actually is made available for these projects. And so we hope that you'll stay tuned. Wonderful discussion with Jeff. And again, we appreciate this opportunity of being able to bring this informative segment into your living room. So sit back. We hope that you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Hello, Walker County. Again, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Today, I am joined by Jeff Long, who is our Walker County Road Superintendent. We've actually had Jeff on before, but I think the last time that we had you on, it was actually snowing that day. And so we were trying to talk a little bit about paving, but I think that everyone was more interested in what was going on as far as road conditions. So, but we wanted to bring Jeff back on to sort of let you know some of the things that they have been working on, and then some of the things that they've got lined up as well. I know a lot of people, are interested in, what's happening with roads, and so who better to answer that than the guy that's responsible for them. So Jeff, thank you so much for making time to join us.
Glad to be here.
Again, we just appreciate all you do in Walker County.
But yeah, we have. There's always roads, and I know with 700 miles of roads in Walker County, there's always roads to pave, and always more roads to pave.
That's right. I know that a lot of people don't really understand how big Walker County is, but it's actually one of the largest counties in the state of Georgia. And so, with having 700 miles, while we could be spending a lot of money paving, maybe in some rural area, those people that are in the more, urban and congested areas, they may not recognize that that's being done, just simply because of the diversity and sort of the land mass that we have.
Yes, like we've got some federal funding that's the county has got. Commissioner Haskell went to Washington back. Probably been 12, 15 years ago.
It's been a while, yes, sir.
And it's been a challenge, and I know Catoosa County also got the same money. They got $2.5 million apiece. And it's been a challenge for both counties because it comes through, went to the state of Georgia to get through the federal guidelines, but you've also got to comply with all the federal guidelines that they didn't tell the commissioners that went up there to get it. So
and that's something too that people need to understand. When we are talking about money such as that, lots of times, as you pointed out, the red tape can be a lot more exhausting than if you're just dealing with the state or maybe it's some type of local funding source that you're utilizing for some paving. It makes it very difficult because what they require is something very different than what you may be dealing with.
And we have got a project that's it's $1.4 million of the funds there, which the county put in a 20% match on that, which we was able. Commissioner Haskell and talked to Senator Mullis, and they was able to get it worked out to where they give us a little more paving money through our local LMIG money that they do. So to try to offset that. Where the county wouldn't be out a lot on it, but
let's talk about LMIG for just a minute before we get into the specific projects, just so that people understand what that is. Because I know a lot of people have the idea that you just have a bucket of money, you collect taxes, you have a bucket of money, and you just pull out of that bucket, to do all of your paving, and that's not necessarily the case.
Now, the LMIG is the local maintenance improvement grant, and that money is set aside. It goes by the road miles you have. So like Catoosa County gets a smaller portion than Walker County, and Dade County gets smaller than Catoosa because it's by the road miles.
That's right.
And so Catoosa or Walker County right now, we get I think this year's money was $708,000, and it's a 30% match that the county puts in. So we can do it in in-kind labor prepping the roads to pave, doing some deep patching and things like that, or put money towards the paving that extra above that. So we're looking around $1 million every year of that when you figure in the match money. So we've got that comes in. That money is 100% comes from the it actually comes from the new motor fuel tax that comes in by the state, and then like I say, we have our match money, and we've been fortunate, and that's what all counties and cities, that's basically what they have to rely on unless they put some splash money in for some extra paving. Now that's what everybody pretty much does all their paving with, and we was fortunate out of the money we did it this spring, but out of the money that come last year, we paved a portion of Straight Gut Road, Wilson Road here in Rossville, then paved Lee Clarkston Road, and then Lake Howard Road. So with that was through the 2015 we did this spring. And then now this year, through our regular LMIG, and then we're doing we got it finalized for the additional money that they give us some more money that her and Senator Mullis approached the DOT commissioner on and got an additional $250,000. So on them, I've got a list of roads that is, depending on the funding way, we're 99% sure that these are the roads we're going to be doing here, probably here in the next few months. And it is Old Lafette Road. It'll be from Catoosa County line to Straight Gut Road. Then Old Burton Road, which is down in Lafette there off of West Shore Drive in McCarter. And then Nancy Drive and Nancy Lane over in the Flintstone area. And then Old Dalton Road, that's off of Round Pond Road. Kaufman Road, which is there off of 151 and Old Dalton Road. Reed's Lane, which is in Flintstone. Ship Road off of Kaufman and 95, Cooper Road there at State Route 95 to 151, Phillips Hollow Road, which is down in the High Point community there off of Kendrick Stritch Road, West Shore Drive, which is off of Old Burton, and then West Turnipseed, which runs from Highway 27 to Old Lafette Road, and then Red Oak Ridge Road, which is down off of Childers Hollow Road there in the, between Wallaceville and Chickamauga communities there. So those roads, which is 9.25 miles, is the ones we'll be paving there this year, which is, it's about $1.2 million that be spent on those roads. And on these roads for prepping them and all, it averages out $130,000 per mile is what it costs. So
to pave
to pave those roads, and then we'll come in and stripe them after that. Some of the secondary roads and that's in subdivisions all won't get the striping, but most of them will.
Well, and again, you said within the next few months you think that will actually
they should
off.
start I've talked with the contractor, and they will be should be doing that. They're working it in their schedule, getting it adjusted, and then the one on the that I started talking about on that federal money, the roads there is Walnut Grove Road there down south Lafette, and then Ridgeway Road, which them kind of tie together, and then over in Villanelle community we're doing Westar Road. It'll go there from State Route 136 all the way to the Chattooga County line. So that's just that one road is right at 8 miles long.
Yeah, and let me jump in and mention this, because I know a lot of folks, they see work starting to happen, and of course I know a lot of people would like for it to move probably quicker than what it does. I know that we get a lot of calls from folks, especially when sections are being cut out. But the thing that people have to understand is that in order to pave the roads and for that pavement to really do the job that we're intending it to do, you really have to make sure that the base is.
Yeah, we'll go in and I know we've already did these 3 roads, and I know we got some calls, especially over at Westar on that road, because it's so long and it is a heavy traveled road. But you got to go in there we'll grind out the bad places. Some places it's just got cracks. We'll use our patch truck and put tar and gravel on them just to pre-treat it and seal off the cracks and things like that. So and it's one of them. I guess you can call it a growing pain that you have to do. But I know we talked to some of the people that travel Westar Road, and it's been this. One gentleman said it's been over 35 years since that road's been paved.
Wow.
So this is something that's, I mean, it was in, deterioration was real bad on it because it has been so many years. So so this is something that community and people traveling from Chattooga County or Floyd County even that uses that road will be something that will benefit that community for many more years.
And let me mention this too, Jeff, if you don't mind. This may be something too that you might want to talk a little bit about too. I know that with some of these roads that we're talking about, the reason why that you have maybe there's a long duration since it has been paved. Lots of times what people don't understand is that when you're going through the process with LMIG and some of these different sources for money, you actually have to have state DOT that actually signs off on a lot of these roads that are paved. So it's not that the county per se is trying to withhold, trying to take care of maybe a road, but you're having to also deal with those sources that you're trying to pull money from to get them to sign off on them being paved. So,
every year we have to submit a list of roads that we want to pave, and then they look at them, and then they approve the list of roads, and they will actually come out and they check the roads, just like especially this one with the Westar and Walnut Grove and Ridgeway. They come out, the DOT did, and they mark the spots that they said before it can be paved, this is what has to be repaired. So we went out and did the places that they marked. They marked all the roads up for us, and then we come in there and did them. And that contract, it's already been, the state let that contract, and they will be in, should be in, they talk sometime in August is what they're saying. So that road should be getting done on those three also.
So again, just so that people understand, again, it's not necessarily the decision of the local administration or even on your part, being the superintendent, that makes those calls. Again, you can simply put the road out there, for consideration, and again, they have to sign off on it.
Yes.
So sometimes it may be a little, I guess, aggravating for some citizens, but you have to understand how that works out.
And they go by. You look at if it's a dead end road in a subdivision, or if it has a church on it, there's a scoring process, and if it has how many commercial businesses on it, or if it's a through road and connects to two state roads. So there is a process that it goes through, and a formula that that goes into all the decision makings. And we might send a list in for say 25 roads we might put in on our list, and they might approve all the list, but we don't have the funds for it. So what I do is just keep those on the list. So you could be on the list, but it might take 3 years to get your road paved. Because roads aren't going to get any better. So once it gets on the list, we keep it on the list and work it in. And one thing that I get calls about, and always have, that everybody wants their road paved if it's bad, but we have to look, due to the fundings, roads if they get pretty bad shape, and we try to work in a few subdivision roads in with the roads that we're doing, but you have to concentrate mainly on your highly traveled roads, because those are the ones where you've got 5,000 or 10,000 cars a day that's running them versus say a subdivision that's got 60 cars a day. Sure. So there's a lot that goes into it, and we would love to pave every road, but we don't have the millions and millions of dollars that it would cost with the cost. So
well, Jeff, I hate to, but of course we're running out of time here. But if someone had questions, maybe they wanted to ask you, regarding some of the paving that you had mentioned or whatever, what's the number that they can reach you at there at the road department?
They can call 706-375-5601. And I would like to also say, and I think I said it before, if you see a pothole in the road, or you have a ditch that is stopped up in the rain, if we get rain, we
We're
that's
hoping.
what we're hoping
Yeah.
for. But call there. We need the community. We need the citizens to be the eyes for us because, like I said, we have 700 miles of road to maintain and we can't see it all.
That's right.
And ride it all every day. So if you see a pothole, feel free. We urge you to call in
Yeah.
and let us know, and we'll get a crew out and get it repaired. And because we don't want to damage vehicles, and the longer that pothole stays there, the more damage it causes to the road and costs the taxpayers to get it repaired.
That's
So
right. Well, again, Walker County, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Again, we appreciate Jeff and, of course, all that he does, and, of course, his great crew. I don't think that we could say enough.
no,
about
can't
the-
stand up. I have one of the best
crew.
crews.
Yeah, just super guys. And work hard, and we certainly appreciate them. And again, we appreciate you watching, and hopefully we've answered some questions that maybe you would have. But again, if you have further questions that you need to ask Jeff, again, you can call the number at the bottom of your screen and he'll be able to address those. And so Walker County, again, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your home. And until next time, we hope that you'll stay safe. Thank you.